In the middle of modern-day Turkey lies a region that was under siege for centuries. This lunar landscape is called Cappadocia.
Jeez, it's magnificent.
And beneath its quaint villages, roads, and farmlands is one of the largest subterranean battlefields in the world. First carved out by the pagan Hittites over 3,000 years ago, hundreds of underground cities span for miles and have endured the bloody wars, religious battles, and constant conflict that have always threatened to destroy them. From tunnels rigged with booby traps.
Those are for the spears. They kill the enemy by the head.
Oof, and that's not going to be pretty.
To the clandestine roots of Christianity.
This is the first monastery of the world, and it's huge. There are approximately a couple hundred churches around this area.
And the remains of an advanced pagan civilization that mysteriously disappeared. Cappadocia has secrets inside every cave.
Let's go up here and take a look.
And around every corner.
It's like a beehive. It's a honeycomb of tunnels that just go in every direction.
Signs of the evolution of ancient warfare have been buried for more than 3,000 years. We're peeling back the layers of time on cities of the underworld. Secret pagan underground. For thousands of years, this mysterious region has been a battlefield for invading empires. But hidden beneath its quaint villages and bizarre terrain lie massive underground cities and traces of a mysterious pagan empire dating back 4,000 years.
I'm Don Wildman. I'm in Cappadocia, Turkey, land of lost cities. This lunar landscape was created millions of years ago by the eruption of 3 huge volcanoes, and it is unlike any in the world. For thousands of years, people here have been digging in the soft volcanic rock, creating a vast mega-metropolis below ground. There's over 100 square miles filled with heavily fortified castles, secret churches, dungeons, entire underground cities built to defend the locals against the armies of history's most powerful empires. For generations, villagers have guarded the secrets of Cappadocia's underworld. But as the modern world collides with the ancient one, those dark secrets are revealed.
The region of Cappadocia is located 200 miles south of Ankara, the capital of the modern Republic of Turkey. It sits in the center of the high desert of central Anatolia, a nearly 300,000 square mile peninsula that encompasses most of the country. This region has always been the center of mysterious activity, from supposed magnetic fields with healing powers that locals swear by, to a history of UFO sightings going back thousands of years. Today, its unique landscape makes it a popular tourist destination, but its dramatic terrain conceals a hidden world. Throughout the region, hundreds of underground cities and fortresses dug into the mountains connect to create one of the most massive subterranean networks in the world, where entire civilizations fought their bloody last stands and secret religions were spawned. I was on a quest to find the mysteries that lay hidden in this otherworldly region. My first stop was a towering rock column called Uchisar.
I've been told this is one of the most important and oldest citadels. This huge rock right here. It's all dug out with tunnels all throughout. Man, it's incredible. Look at this. I mean, it's just like this over here. All the tunnels all throughout. And this entire valley is just like one huge underground. Let's go up here and take a look. Oh yeah, you can see how much they've dug out here. Whatever this was. Just a huge amount of effort gone into this. Incredible. Look at this. Oh, it smells so good in here.
3,500 years ago, this was one of the 3 major citadels in the region for the pagan tribes that lived here. These rock fortresses were the key to survival in those brutal days, a time when tribal warfare could wipe out entire villages.
It's like a beehive. It's a honeycomb of tunnels that just go in every direction. Wow.
As a natural high point overlooking the valley, Ujisar made for the perfect defensive location. But how did primitive ancient people dig this massive structure out of solid rock? To find out, you have to jump back millions of years to when volcanic eruptions created this totally unique moonscape here on Earth. Over millions of years, the three major volcanoes surrounding the region spewed volcanic materials across the land. The first eruptions left a layer of soft rock called tufa. The subsequent eruptions left a much harder layer of basalt. This dense material created a protective surface that slowed the erosion of the underlying tufa. Eventually, rain and wind blowing sand into the tufa rock began to erode it, creating these huge plateaus and fairy chimney rock formations that span for miles. The tufa was soft and easy to carve, but why go through the trouble of digging a city out of the earth instead of building one up above? Cappadocia's long and bloody history may give us a clue. Cappadocia was always a highly coveted and equally dangerous piece of real estate. It sat directly in the center of the major trade routes that connected the world's great empires, from China, India, and Egypt in the east to Greece and Rome in the west. That meant whoever controlled Cappadocia controlled the trade routes and was guaranteed a hefty share of all the riches carried along it. Everyone from the Romans to the Persians to the Mongols fought bloody battles to control it. That and tribal warfare made this a dangerous place to call home. Oftentimes, the local pagan population found themselves drastically outnumbered and outgunned. So to defend themselves, they had to create another world, below the ground. The soft tufa rock left behind by the volcanic ash that blanketed the region 10 million years before was easy to carve, and the hard basalt layer on top provided protection, so the Cappadocians started to dig. They began with simple rock shelters and eventually transformed those into huge underground cities and fortresses like here at Ujisar. Some of these subterranean cities could support as many as 20,000 people and did so for 25 centuries up until the 1300s. Locals relied on their underground cities to keep them alive. But when the Ottoman Empire finally stabilized this region in the 14th century, villages began to thrive on top. And some of these cities that saved their ancestors were sealed up and forgotten. In the 1960s, locals started to explore the closed-off tunnels beneath their homes. They had heard rumors of their ancestors' subterranean existence, but no one could imagine how vast these cities were. Today, over 200 cities have been found intact beneath Cappadocia. Experts believe there are hundreds more just waiting to be discovered.
I'm in Irkut, the main city in this area. There's one woman here who knows everything there is to know about Cappadocia. I'm going to go see her now. Elva.
Hi, Don. How are you?
Hi, good. So this is your hometown, huh?
Yes, this is Irkut, one of the main towns of Cappadocia.
I can see there's a rock formation right here in town.
They're everywhere. This is just the beginning.
Elvan Ozbey has been exploring this underground for nearly 20 years, and no one knows Cappadocia's hidden secrets like her. She wanted to take me to a place you couldn't find on any tourist map. It was an untouched underground city belonging to the region's first empire, the mighty Hittites. The Hittites are considered to be one of the most advanced empires of the ancient world. They reigned from 1700 BC to 1190 BC and are thought to be the first Cappadocians to start living underground. But what did they have to be afraid of? No one knows for sure, but their ancient writings reference a time of troubles from invaders they call